Good morning, YouTube. We are in my hometown, Greensboro, North Carolina. We are about 150 miles to our next pickup. So we entered that over there. It's the car entrance. We're actually in the dock. We are hauling building materials. Y'all can see it's pretty tight. We had to use that room right there to straighten up and back in the dock. We came in from over there and maneuvered through all this stuff. This is flatbed country over here. So let's get into the next YouTube video. What's going on, everybody? I bet y'all wondering, what the hell are you drinking? Well, it's regular Nestle water. And some Mios. That's what I'm drinking. Nope. No Pepsi, no Mountain Dew, no Dr. Pepper, none of that fancy stuff. Alright, I gotta excuse me a little bit. I am trying to wake the hell up. So the topic of this video is to talk about pretty much how far I've came. What is that? This month is December. It's December 9th, 2016. I started trucking in April 2015. So in April of 2017, I'll have 2 years of driving a truck. Now, I showed you a little bit what I worked with today. I meant to get some footage yesterday, and I did, but I guess because it was a Facebook Live feed on my personal Facebook, they didn't save to my phone. Because that's what I'm using right now. So everything that I do, all the editing and stuff, I was on my phone. So we are in Greensboro, North Carolina, for those of you that skipped the little intro. Normally I do like a little clip before the actual video, because I don't have an actual intro and outro just yet. I'm working on trying to get that. So we're in Greensboro, North Carolina. We're 150 miles away from our next pickup, picking up turkeys and taking that to Denver, Colorado. And that's supposed to be there Tuesday morning. Now, I ran out of time. Let's backtrack a little bit. Now, I ran out of time 30 minutes before the customer last night on my 14. And I had the choice of PCing and cheating, which is what you're not technically supposed to do underneath the load, or shutting it down there and getting here and still making an on-time delivery. Well, I get here, I'm on-time delivery, but I'm not going to have an on-time pickup. Due to 5 o'clock traffic in Atlanta, all the construction on the 85, basically all the way from Georgia, North Carolina, there was construction or delays of some sort. And I was actually in the CB talking, chit-chatting, and I was like, man, why did they decide to do all this early evening hours? Why don't they wait to do this in the late hours when we're not out here on the road? Because ain't nobody really on the road really late at night. So it is what it is. And fast forwarding where I'm talking about now. This is a broker load. I picked this up from was just as small or tight, maybe not so tight. What makes this place so fun in flatbed country is the fact you don't see sleeper trucks in here. You see flatbedders. In fact, I pulled in here. There was a guy pulling a flatbed. And you got all of this objects to maneuver around. So they're finally unloading me. So that's why y'all might feel the truck shake. Excuse me. So back in the day when I first started trucking, I was afraid to back up. And things like this would get me nervous, and I'd look at this and be like, I'm gonna pardon my French. Try not to cuss so much. I've been doing a lot of cussing a lot lately on my periscopes, so I'm trying to get back to not cussing so much. So just things like this would normally get to me. And the room that I showed you in front of me, that's all you got to work with to pull it up and back up, and pull up and back up. And what makes it so hard is because when you're pulling up, backing up, you're not exactly lined up with this dock, and there's only one dock. And then you gotta avoid hitting the objects on each side. And then you gotta avoid hitting their objects coming through their property just to get to this dock. I actually had to have them move one of the pickup trucks so I could actually get in the dock. So, we've come a long, long way in almost 2 years. It's getting real, real close to 2 years. We are 4 months away from having our 2 years. And normally, your 2 year mark, people start deciding if they're going to stay with the road or they're going to go local. And the place I picked up in Atlanta and the place I'm delivering to in my hometown, not so friendly, not so friendly. In fact, I was the only I was the second to only sleeper truck at my pickup. This place called STO Corporation in Greensboro, for all you flatbedders, in case you've ever been here before, you know what I'm talking about. So, you know, I've never thought like this. My thought process was never like this, but now I realize the longer you drive and the more you back up, the less nervous you get. Now you still get out and look, you know, you still got to be cautious. You still got to keep on your toes, but you're not freaking out, and you're not like, oh my god, I can't do this, or oh my god, what the hell am I gonna do, or oh my god, like this shit's so tight, man, damn, like they got all these objects, like how the hell am I gonna back it? Yeah, I've been there, I've done that. I know for those of you that are going into trucking and starting your CDL school, you got it easy right now. But when you get out here, this is the real training. Roadmasters and stuff like that, it's not, I mean, it's training, but it's not the real world. Just like those damn simulators at Prime. I call them video games, but don't let them hear you call them. Don't let them hear you call it video games. Shit ain't real. This is real. Backing in places like this will make you better at backing up. Because backing seems to be the hardest thing for drivers out here. It was for me. It's my biggest weakness. Just like driving a stick. I never drove a manual vehicle ever until I stepped into trucking. And my first truck was the first truck I ever drove was a 10-speed and a 9-speed. And then most of my 2 years I've had an automatic. But I've drove stick briefly in training at night, and I drove stick briefly when I was briefly at Prime. Other than that, I've drove automatic. Not by choice, it's just what seems to be handed to me. Would I be rusty getting back? Yeah, sure. But you know, it's like riding a bike. You never really forget. You just become rusty, and you gotta get back to the swing of things. So, this is just progress. It's progress. This is how far I've come, and you can get there too. And you know, I know that you guys might be nervous when it comes to backing up. And what I suggest is what I did is I just looked up backing videos. I was backing videos of Trainer James and Little Guy that they posted when they were at Warner, and then they posted when they were at Raven Transport. And then you got the backing videos that Sinister does. I think he done some back when he was, you know, in Warner and when he first started with Knight. And you got backing videos at Prime. I used to have some videos up. I used to have videos from Prime and from Knight, but I took them all down, starting my YouTube channel all the way over. So for those of you that were like, where's the old footage? I don't have it no more. Once it was deleted, it was deleted. I didn't have any backups. You know, so that's what I would suggest, is looking up videos to help you, you know, kind of get an idea of how to maneuver your vehicle. But the real training ain't going to come from a simulator or watching a YouTube video or looking at a CDL manual or being in a big empty dirt lot with no objects, no nothing, no real docks. The real experience is out here. And the more that you do it, the less nervous you'll get. That's the whole point. Is progress. Progress, 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 and practice, practice, practice. They say the saying, practice makes perfect, but you ain't never going to be perfect. You're going to fuck up. You're gonna mess up. Like I messed up. I was proud of myself. I got in this dock. I'm like, damn, yeah, I did it, man. I backed around all this shit. And then I'm like, my trailer wasn't even straight. It was crooked. Twice. But another thing you gotta remember, and don't do it like I did, because here, like I said, you're not perfect. the driver's side mirror was dirty, and I had to clean it because I could not see. I could see on that side, but I couldn't see on this side. And I used dock plates. I used any kind of tape on the dock. There ain't no lines here to use, so you gotta pinpoint something on the dock and fixate your vision or your eyes or whatever. Use it to your advantage. I'm trying to expand my vocabulary a bit. I might have said the wrong word, so pardon me. Like I said, I just woke up an hour and a half ago. It's gonna be a long day because we're getting unloaded now, and then we gotta drive 2.5, 3 hours to Mount Olive, North Carolina to get loaded. So, I'm gonna try to get some backing footage in. If not of me, then somebody else in some tighter situations or some similar situations. Just don't get discouraged out here like I did, and don't freak out. Because I freaked out, and it made it worse. When you freak out and you get nervous, and you start saying, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, you only make it harder on yourself. You gotta be calm. You gotta be calm. Look, I'll show y'all. See, this is flatbed country. See that? Day cab and flatbed. Yeah. See that? So like I said, just keep calm. Do your research. Know that the real training starts out here. Watch your YouTube videos. Watch other drivers. Get some pointers. And keep calm and know that you're not going to be a backing god within your first year and a half. The longer you do it, the better you get. And once you reach your 2-year mark, I've noticed that you're not as nervous anymore. So, that's all I got for now, guys. Until next time.